What would I do without your double mouth? Opening one up and then shooting one out. You've got my head stinging, no kidding, I'm passing out. What's going on with those three little dots? I'm hit by your magical shoulder cannon. And I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'm not alright. When Belt Buckle Bill was 9 years old, Alien vs Predator was his favourite comic of all time. 40-year-old Belt Buckle Bill still feels the same way, to be fair. A humanoid hunter with ridiculous weapons, seeking out the worthiest of foes to defeat, trying to take on hordes of creatures with acid for blood that are bona fide killing machines. What's not to love? Alien vs Predator Extinction is to love. That would be the cliff note, but I've got content to upload, so I'll give you some more meat on the bone. Alien vs Predator Extinction is a real-time strategy video game developed by Zono and published by Electronic Arts for the PlayStation 2 and Xbox in 2003. You play as Marines, Predators or Aliens. I'm going to have to pause quickly. One of my favourite video games of all time is Command & Conquer, a real-time strategy. So, if I love Alien and Predator and real-time strategies, then I should love this, right? Moving on. The game is set on LV-742, a distant planet used by the Predators as a hunting ground for aliens. Human colonists discover the alien hive and must deal with a growing war with the Predators. I wasn't expecting to enjoy this as much as I did. I remember watching a friend play this very briefly on the Xbox when it first came out, and I remember being very unimpressed. Well, I don't know who that guy was, but he clearly wasn't me. A disclaimer, I've only played one campaign for each species, but I'm going to play them all. I'm curious to see just where these levels go. A word to the wise, complete the tutorials. They only take 5 minutes each, but will stop you guessing what to do at various times. Marines first. So you get medics, comms techs, synthetics, gunners and probably others too. If you lose a medic, you can no longer heal. Lose your comms tech and you can no longer call in backup. Lose your synthetics and you can no longer obtain money from air purifiers. At least I think that's what they're called. It'll make sense when you play it. If you have landing support, a comms tech and money, you can call in a dropship to bring in more medics, synthetics, etc. Whilst campaigns will no doubt differ, they will generally involve the same exploration of the level, uncovering shroud as you go and killing aliens and or predators, and probably rescuing people too. You can upgrade units to make them more powerful, and you need to kill your comrades if they become comatose, so they cannot be impregnated. Predators next. You, of course, have a predator shrine, which you can move and also call in more predators who drop in individual pods, which is pretty cool. As with Marines, there are different types of predators with differing abilities. Some are good at hand-to-hand combat, others with projectiles. You can stealth the predators until they attack, and heal them using honour points, which you earn by collecting skulls of your kills. You can spend honour points to bring in predator guns and upgrade your predators, including adding different visual modes, making it easier to spot humans, aliens and others. I think I've only managed to unlock the first two. As with Marines, you've got to go around killing humans and aliens, no doubt. I imagine there will be campaigns where you have to defend your shrine too. Finally, aliens, my favourite in all ways. You start with an egg, but which came first, the queen or the egg? Hatch a facehugger, impregnate a living or comatose being, livestock is fine. Out comes a chest burster, which cocoons and then becomes a drone, a warrior or a runner. The second option is to upgrade your eggs, of course, to follow the same life cycle but turn out a Praetorian instead, which are much stronger. And if you don't have a queen, you can choose to cocoon your Praetorian to make it become a queen. Once a queen, you can tear your enemies apart, upgrade your brood, or lay eggs. Brilliant. As facehuggers leave their nest, their health will deplete until it dies, or until you jump on someone's face. So don't rush off too much. The better way is to send out fully grown aliens, kill the beings, then drag them back to the nest and impregnate them in the comfort of home. but adults can also drag eggs to their intended victims, which is so cool. I cannot tell you how much of a kick I got out of this game. It is probably the coolest game I've played for a long time, and building a horde with a queen and a supporting cast of aliens and destroying everything in your way is awesome. The graphics are fine, nothing to write home about, definitely a victim of their time, but they look like marines, predators and aliens, so it's all good to me, and you can tell them apart. The controls are surprisingly good. I imagine it'd be better with a mouse, but it works pretty seamlessly with the control pad. The sound effects are awesome. I don't know if they're taken directly from the movies, but they sound pretty spot on, and it's quite exciting listening to aliens shrieking, predators roaring, and pulse rifles rattling away. The only negative for me is it can feel a bit sluggish at times, but with only 21 campaigns to complete, if each one takes 15 minutes, the target time for the first campaigns at least, that's still at least 5 hours of gameplay, likely to be more though, as I spent 2 hours on the first 3 missions alone. And that just about wraps it up for me. Thank you very much for listening. Remember to like and subscribe. And just remember, on Earth, if it bleeds, everyone will hear you scream if you kill it.